Constantino, pound for pound.
The last topic I want to touch with you before this starts, Canelo versus Canelo-Plant. It looks like they're heading into a collision course. Hopefully
You think it's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen. I'm confident it's going to happen.
Right.
Canelo wants it. Caleb wants it. You know, when the fighters want it, it'll happen.
Okay.
So now I think they just have to work out, obviously, the financial part of it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the platforms, you know, like how do they do
the
that?
highest bidder.
Okay.
That's what I think, right?
That's fair.
But,
That makes sense, but boxing doesn't always make sense, and boxing sure as hell ain't fair, so. But that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want that, yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about the fight?
I love it. I like it. I think Caleb-Plant can fight.
Yeah.
I think
he's a harder fight for Canelo.
I think people talk about Canelo needs to fight Jamal Charlo or Canelo needs to fight Demetrius Andrade. I think Caleb-Plant would beat both those guys. You know, and I have a lot of respect. I think Andrade is a difficult conundrum stylistically for anybody. He's smart. Obviously, he was a world amateur champion. The guy knows. Talking about Boo Boo Andrade. He knows his way around the ring, and Jamal Charlo is just a classic boxer puncher, stand up, 1-2s with power, a lot of heart. I love the Charlos, man. I love them, but
again, a lot of personality. You gotta love them.
They have personality. You're right. They have personality. But if they were to go up to 168 and fight somebody like Caleb-Plant, I think Caleb-Plant would give him fits. I think his footwork, his athleticism, his southpaw jab. His combinations.
He has great IQ in the ring.
Yeah, he's smart. He's a good ring general, absolutely. But he's an athlete.
Yeah.
So to me, Plant is like a serious version of Billy Joe Saunders. Like
Does
Saunders.
Does it take
Saunders?
2 months off?
Yeah.
Year round.
Right. Saunders is a natural fighter, but he's not a professional athlete. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So Plant's a fighter, but he takes it seriously. He's a professional athlete. He stays in shape.
Meaning he's always in the gym.
Always in the gym, always training.
Right.
And his wife, the woman he's married to, she was an athlete. I think she was a track and field standout.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So you know they got that lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They eat, sleep,
and if
breathe
you go into the track, you're in shape. It's true.
I always see him with a bottle of water, so I know.
Right. Yeah. I think he's got. I don't want to say he's got better hands and feet than Saunders, but he's sharper. There's his technique is sharper, and I think there's more pop on the end of his punches, and I think maybe he's a little bit quicker just overall, and that's enough. That's enough to give Canelo problems. And now, if you're asking me who do I favor in that fight, I got to ride with Canelo. I don't think anyone beats Canelo right now at 168. And it's not just because of who he is and his attributes. It's because of his experience, his intelligence. He's a ring general. He's a ring commander. But also his activity since December. You know, having 3 fights since December, that's a big deal. It's unheard of in this era.
I think that.
So he's sharp. He's sharp.
That year layoff rejuvenated him.
Absolutely.
Gave his body that rest that he needed.
Made him hungry too. He was itching. He had the itch, man. It's like,
I want to get
let's
back
get
in
in there.
Yeah.
I don't care. Let's get in there.
I went straight to Councilman.
Yeah. So that seems so long ago.
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a year
December.
ago. Yeah, it was December. But that's great that he's fought this month. Like in 7 months' time, he's got 3 fights under his belt and he's aiming for number 4. That's how you do it.
I wish more of the
But
fighters.
I think it gives him an edge.
I
think it gives him an edge versus all these guys. That and the quality of his opposition. It's usually pretty good. People gave him crap for Yildirim, but Yildirim's a tough guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But usually, Yildirim is the soft spot. Usually Canelo's in there with world champions, guys who are bringing titles to the ring. You know, guys who have never lost. And that's like the norm. When that's your average opponent is a world champion. Who's in their prime. You're just gonna have an edge that other guys aren't, feasting on B-level fighters. You know, so I just think that's Canelo's edge against all of his peers at 168 pounds.
I'm excited for it. All the belts.
You should be.
168. First time that they're gonna unify.
Mexican history right there.
If it happens.
Yeah, maybe the first time in the history of the super middleweight division.
Well, for sure it is.
Yeah, I know Calzaghe won all of those belts, but he didn't hold them all at the same time.
And it'll be history too if Caleb-Plant wins. It'll be be something.
That'll be
crazy.
huge. That'll be great.
Huge.
An American star.
Yeah.
Dude from Tennessee. Is he Nashville?
I think he's
Nashville.
from Ohio.
Ohio. Well, if he's from Ohio, then I might have to root for him.
I think you're right.
Well, you know what? Nashville's all that. I like. I like it. No, it's. When's the last time we had a dude, an American from kind of like the heartland per se?
Wow.
Yeah.
And he has a great story behind him with
Sure.
his, beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a great fight. And
Yep.
anything you want to leave the fans with as far as
Nah,
the
follow
next
me.
issue?
Follow me on Twitter, Dougie Fischer, at Dougie Fischer. Follow me on Instagram. Go to Ring TV, go to ringmagshop.com and buy the magazines. I got some magazines.
All right, let's
What
go.
I got here.
Quick message for the trolls out there.
Oh, keep hating.
You love it.
I do love it. I do. Here's our Showbox special.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, 20 years. Ring Magazine's
They put
going
on
on
some great
100
fights.
years.
They put
But
on
look
some
at
great
all
fights.
these champions who fought on there when they were coming up.
And more in the making.
Andre Ward just got into the Hall of Fame. Nito Donaire, is getting in there. Frotch is worthy. Tim Bradley's worthy, of course.
Tim Bradley.
The great
Wilder.
Diego Corrales. Wilder. Matter of fact, Wilder fought on Showbox. How
Hands
about
down,
that?
man down.
Oh,
Errol
yeah.
Spence.
That's our man, Errol Spence. That's Ricky Hatton right there. Since we were just talking about the man. What we got here? Here he is.
Oh, yeah.
Canelo.
Let's
Next
go.
stop, Undisputed.
Wow. Beautiful.
Next stop, Undisputed. Shout out to our sponsors, KO
Tickets.
Tickets. There you go.
Free plug right there.
There you go. Well, it's not free. They got to pay for this. That's all good. Yeah. But, yeah. There we go. Go to ringmagshop.com. You can buy it online. Just go to Ring Magazine, go to the shop. You can buy this.
How close is he, Dougie, to being the best Mexican fighter in Mexican history?
Oh, no, man.
Does he still have a long way to go?
Yeah, like you say, I'm into the history. So man, there's Mexican fighters people forgot about, like Baby Arizmendi and Enrique Bolanos and Kid Azteca. Man, there's like these cats that Mexicans they don't even talk about anymore, but they were great. Trust me. It's hard to beat Julio Cesar Chavez, man.
Hey, Eddie said after this he'd love to go move up and fight Beterbiev.
Okay, well that'll do it. See, moves like that. Listen, he's pointed in the right direction. You could argue he's one of the top 10, maybe even top 5.
And he's still just 30
Fighters
years
from
old.
Mexico, right? And time is on his side, and so. I mean, right now, I mean, you got to go with Julio Cesar Chavez and guys like Baby Arizmendi, and Finito Lopez was amazing. Juan Manuel Marquez was amazing. Barrera, Morales. Look at their resumes, man. I mean, they didn't miss a lot of badasses. Neither does Canelo. That's what I'm saying. He's doing it their way, but with more success, business wise, and with popularity that only Chavez can match and exceed. So he's doing something right.
Winning.
So he should just keep doing it.
All right, thanks, Dougie. Thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Constantino Garcia here for Little Giant Boxing. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow me on social media at Constantino Garcia.